आपको ये जानकर अचरज होगा कि गोवा में भी बाघ मौजूद हैं और इसी को देखते हुए पिछले साल केंद्रीय सरकार ने गोवा सरकार को यहाँ टाइगर रिजर्व बनाने के लिए कहा, लेकिन गोवा सरकार इस पर कुछ भी कदम उठाने से हिचक रही है। क्या वजह है इसके पीछे?
In order to protect the interests of the mining lobby, Goa government did not want that this area to be known for the tiger.
Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change had constituted a committee. An inquiry into the incident is on.
गोवा को इसकी शुरुआत ये सच्चाई कबूलने से करनी होगी कि उसके राज्य में बाघ है जिन्हें बचाना है।
Shining on the southern coast is the state of Goa, the jewel in the crown of India. The Western Ghats mountain range, known in Goa as the Sahyadri, along with its surrounding borders, have historically proved to be the home of the majestic tiger. The most feared predator, they rule the forests, preying on deer, boar, bison, and other wild animals, as well as local domesticated cattle, buffaloes, and goats. With its tremendous strength, speed, stealth, nocturnal vision, teeth and claws, the tiger was once honored and worshipped as Lord of Goa's Sahyadri. Temples and shrines have been built to express reverent gratitude to the tiger, the folk deity Wagro and Wageshwar, who is believed to provide protection to the forests from where the rivers and streams originate. Villagers have been worshipping the tiger as the god since early ages, with the belief they will gain protection for themselves and their families, along with their livestock. In extreme circumstances, when a tiger became a man-eater, he would be killed, but afterwards a memorial would be established where locals performed rituals so his soul would not cause further harm. During the annual Shigmo festival, a man wearing a mask and costume portrays the tiger in the village of Tayidi of Tamdi Surla. The traditional dance of Dalo and the folk drama of the Gaudas features the tiger as an ancient deity. More recently, the large-scale felling of trees and clearance of enormous tracts of forested areas in which tigers historically lived, mankind has decimated much of the natural habitat, leaving it inhospitable for the big cats. In the past, snares, pits, nets, spears, and deadfall traps were used to kill tigers. But today, explosives, firearms, and chemical poisons are used to eliminate these majestic beasts. In 1999, the Mhadei region of Sahyadri was identified as a wildlife sanctuary. The protected region forms the parts of the Western Ghats that rank second in India after the Sundarbans and 8th in the world as the finest tiger habitats. Four wildlife sanctuaries in Goa provide a corridor between Karnataka and Maharashtra forests, which are concentrated tiger territories. Together, they host the Tigers of Goa. In 1993, the Wildlife Census had recorded 3 tigers. In 1997, 5 tigers were reported, and in 2002, it was reported that there were 5 tigers once again. For some unknown reason, the government of Goa did not recognize the presence of tigers. Nothing concrete was done to validate the home ranges of tigers, hunting frequency, use of corridors, dispersal routes, long-term survival rates, or to acquire knowledge of their behavior. Lack of political willpower has weakened protection and conservation of tigers in Goa, whom alternatively is satisfying man's needs and the interests of mining activities. The government shunned responsibility and the necessary steps for controlling human and livestock population densities inside the natural tiger habitats. Wild ungulate prey is facing tremendous pressure because of habitat loss, natural competition, and indiscriminate poaching. In April 2009, an incident of tiger assassination inside a cashew plantation in the vicinity of the Kerry forests of Sahyadri came to light. In 2013, a camera trap was set up by the Forest Department of Goa based on a study of scats, scrapes, scent deposits, tracks, sighting reports, and photographic evidence of a tigress devouring the meat of her prey, a wild boar. Camera traps installed by forestry officials in habitat pathways are electronically triggered by the tigers themselves. The collected data and images have helped in documenting stripe patterns which are unique to individual tigers, much the way fingerprints are used to identify humans. In 2014, the presence of 5 tigers in the Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary was confirmed once again through the camera traps. Well-known field biologist Dr. Ulis Karanth and his team studied the newly collected images, later confirming that the tigress from Goa did not match any individual images in the national database of 600 tigers. Even after it was revealed that the images of a tigress from Goa was not a traveler from neighboring forests in Karnataka or Maharashtra, the Forest Department of Goa, facing numerous pressures, failed to make sincere efforts to protect and conserve the Mhadei Sanctuary from increasing encroachments of the rapidly expanding cashew plantations. In December 2019, a cow and buffalo were killed in the forests of Galauli in Sahyadri. The Forest Department received images of a tigress and her 3 cubs feasting on the meat of a cow. Tragically, in the first week of January 2020, the carcasses of a tigress, a subadult tiger, and 2 cubs were found. As suspected, a treacherous conspiracy to kill the 4 tigers through poisoning was revealed. Our cultural legacy, which encourages compassion and coexistence with the tigers, has played a significant role in the conservation of tigers. But sadly, the man-tiger conflict has disturbed the equilibrium between 2009 and 2019. We have lost 5 tigers in the forests of Mhadei Wildlife Sanctuary. This is an agonizing situation. The tiger is at the apex of the food chain, so their presence in the forest ensures that millions of plants and animal forms are naturally protecting the watersheds and river systems. By killing, poisoning the Lord of Goa's Sahyadri, we are creating an avalanche of problems for our future survival. By protecting tigers and their natural habitats as our ancestors did in the past, we will strengthen humanity's own present and future in the ecologically fragile land of Goa.